What about the DHT factor? Does PP405 overcome the DHT issue causing androgenetic alopecia, or do we still need to use finasteride in conjunction with PP405 to keep hair from thinning due to DHT? This is an absolutely brilliant question because what it highlights is the fact that DHT and DHT sensitivity is the underlying mechanism which leads to androgenetic alopecia. So this particular molecule does not lower DHT, or at least it has not been revealed to mitigate the DHT effect. It does not counter hormonal pathways. It acts in a different way, in which it actually wakes up dormant stem cells and allows them to arouse a dormant follicle so that follicle can produce new hair like it was a younger follicle. But what it doesn't do is it does not counter DHT. So my prediction would be this is going to be something that would be incorporated into a hair loss management plan, which would still include managing or mitigating the underlying DHT sensitivity. What would be hopeful and what an ideal world would be like is that, okay, it actually might be something that you could then wean or at least reduce the dose of DHT blockers that you would be using, because this overarching function from the PP405 molecule may mean that you actually get a better endpoint and that you get so much growth from that follicle and the follicle functions like it's new that you actually won't need to use as much of the DHT blocker. It may be in the absolute ideal world, even better than that you could just use PP405 ongoing and not have to manage the DHT factor underneath, because PP405 might actually be resolving those endpoint issues, which is the function of the follicle. We will need more long-term studies and more data to be able to actually quantify how much this particular ingredient helps the follicle and on who, and with respect to other interventions, if people are not using DHT blockers like finasteride or dutasteride and they're using PP405, long term, do they achieve as good of results or better than those using DHT mitigating agents? Again, we need more time to actually be able to find out what the limitations and what the possibilities are with this molecule, but one would predict that you're likely still going to have to target that underlying cause, which is DHT sensitivity and miniaturization of the follicle.